Hello everyone, how goes it? Hope you are doing well today. Apologies for not having a follow-up Terraria stream yesterday. I ended up just spending some time chilling and playing in the pack a little bit, making some progress. Mostly started working out these guidelines for a quest line of sorts. I'm gonna actually hide this so that we can see this a little more clearly because we're gonna write a bunch of quests up today. I'm gonna verify that this is still broken, because I'm pretty sure it is. So if we take a look at this, ideally, yeah, you're not really detecting it very well. And then if I had one or the other, you're not completing it. Now, is that because the prereqs are not completed instantly? Reset progress. Yes, okay, that is why. That makes sense. All right, let's reset progress. I have been making progress, mind you, in these fields, but we need to clean up some of this stuff. Water wheel or windmill. And then we will do that. I wish it still would do multiple icons. It doesn't do that anymore, it seems. That makes me quite sad. But okay. Anything interesting in the wheel category? No. Does not appear to be. Let's see. I really wish... You know what? That's okay. And we'll do a kinetic dynamo. And we should really start filling in some of these quests. Metal mechanisms, let's see, similar to the various casings and cores. Let's see, that's not really what I'm looking to say. That many light and heavy machines. Light and heavy duty machines require various cores of actually, let's do cores of varying types that are capable the necessary, I love it when that goes away, computations in order to keep the machine running and healthy. For lighter duty machines, what is this called again? The iron mechanical component. Has sufficient processing power and a sturdy enough casing to survive most use cases. For the heavier duty machinery, you may dive into at a later point. The steel mechanical component features the same as the light or iron mechanical component, but in a much more durable enclosure. These will be seen incredibly often as you venture through the steel, your own industrial age. Let's call it that. Your own, actually, you know what? Age of, let's color this cyan. That's 3, but I was too lazy. So that kind of explains, hey, yo, you're going to need both of these. They're going to have all sorts of uses. These specifically, you're going to turn around and immediately need them in a pressure chamber to make coke brick and blast brick. In fact, let's change coke brick so that there's actually a reason to make the iron one. Why did all of these get changed? No. We don't want this. All right, well, we'll figure that out, I guess. If I do save server files now, please go away. Oh, of course not. I hate these chapter name, or these file names for these chapters. Yep, and that's just how it is now. Oh man, this is ass. Ugh. Oh, file name. That's probably what happened. Okay, let's see. So we want a component steel. To be replaced with component iron. For, sorry, this is for coke brick, yeah. Let's go and just save and quit out, and I will fix all of these names in just a second, because this is annoying. AE2. So that means the energistics file can go away. Really, all of these can. The only thing I don't want is I don't want to delete this. I really want to replace this. Now they can all go away, I think. Now we just need to take all of these names and do this. Which is fine. Because, yeah, I'm assuming probably when we save the files, they are more than likely saving them under this attribute rather than their original file name. So it read them in just fine, but I'm imagining they probably failed to update respectively. Let me go to the top of this file, make sure that this got renamed. Yeah, see, some wires required is not the name of that anymore. Mechanism, file name, mechanism. Okay. Miscellany, pneumatic craft, and pretty pipes, tidy tubes. It's not a bad chapter name. Save all files. Update file names. So that'll be quest chapters. And then coke brick now requires iron components. Beautiful. I have a lot of changes queued up. I should have thought about that sooner. good. The dog is barking. Big yapper. Which is quite funny because she's not a yappy dog. She's just a big yapper. Okay, so if I hit tab, all of my quest chapters are here. If I hit save on server now, do you generate a bunch of new files? You have generated no new files. Except for one. Okay. The Aether. Did I mess up the Aether's chapter name? I did. I did mess up the Aether's chapter name. Alright, we're gonna save and quit. We are going to revert those changes. And we're going to change file name to Aether like I was supposed to. And then Eidolon's group is the same one that we had in the Aether. Order index will now no longer be borked. This is super nitpicky. The names that I gave these were all temporary, and then I can't change them later unless I do this process, which is not ideal. Oh, here's the goblin. She has Frankie. Hello, Frunkles. Hello, Mala. She's come in here just to lick my arm. What is this dumb baby doing? Dumb baby. Showing her butt. Hey, Luke, how goes it? Frankie. You... Dog. Doing dog stuff. Up, dog. Pack is going good. So I have with us in the room, I have the immersive engineering quest line outlined. Sorry, mug time. Immersive isn't that terrible to make quests for, but it certainly could be easier. But yeah, right now, Luke, what I'm working on is renaming a bunch of quest files because they're SNBT files in the quest chapter here. These were all messed up. Like, they were just like, if you made a typo and renamed the quest later, it would still... You'll probably have to hand type it, hon. It would still show the wrong name. Like, it wouldn't update the name. It would update it in... Where was it? There's a field in here somewhere. So, hey Glitch, welcome back. So I've gone through and updated the names and made sure that everything worked. And so now it's all working. So we are working through immersive engineering. We got pneumatic craft mostly done. I also made my favorite tool in the world. Well, welcome back. I freaking love the pneumatic jackhammer. I just shout out to the pneumatic jackhammer for being as clutch as it can be at times. Like, it's just absolutely good. Okay, just buy whatever you can. Check out with what you had first and then look for something later. So, sorry, my wife is looking at stuff. So one cool thing out here in the newts room is the pneumatic jackhammer does vein mining. And you can either vein mine the tree or like certain ores. But you cannot vein mine every block, but if you change it to this mode, all of them can be vein mined, which is really cool. Okay, well, what's left? We need to act quickly. I suggest that you use Apple Pay. That's okay. That's why I suggested check out with what you've got now, but... Right, but when you came in here and asked me what other ones do you want, I immediately suggested why don't you check out with the one we already wanted now. You're not. I was just suggesting the solution that would have avoided this, but it's all right. Just a mug, honey. Anyways, so... What was I talking about? Oh, right, vein miner. So I've gotten a bunch of resources last night because I got super into vein mine and like was just picking up so many resources. I've also got the wrong book currently equipped. I need my fortune book equipped for these kinds of trips. But super nice for like if I just want to pick out a bunch of, let's say, limestone, for example. I'm going to pick one up, put it in my backpack, and then swoop. Now I've got a whole bunch of limestone. 385, just like that. Interestingly enough, it turned out our infinite lava production was infinite, but was actually being... I was consuming LP quicker than I was creating it because I was being so wasteful with our lava, with our liquid air compressors. So I have gone through and reduced the speed upgrades on them. I haven't really optimized their utilization yet. And I don't need limestone, by the way. It's just super addicting to come through and destroy an entire area of its beautiful, beautiful rocks that usually take hours to mine out. So yeah, let me do a couple things. Let's head back home. Don't mind all the weird things I have in my inventory, by the way. The steel is actually mine. I did make this, but the these guys and this is all from testing, or from quest creation, really, more than anything. But yeah, now we have a bunch of limestone. Likewise, we have a bunch of... Do I have limestone already in a drawer? I do. We will need a drawer grate for that, though. So likewise, we have a bunch of rhyolite now. I got tons of scoria and jasper because they're both really fun blocks to build with, and you can kind of already see a really beautiful gradient between the three of these that we could work with. Picked up some more calcite and tuff, mostly tuff, a lot of tuff. I went to that iron vein that we found, or that I found the other day, and finished mining it up with the pneumatic jackhammer, and now we have like 9,000 iron. Yeah, 9,385. So we're doing great on resources at the moment. We've got a great deal of building materials. I just need to finish making quests, because God, I hate making quests, but they're so important for packs like these where progression is very specific. All right, so kinetic dynamo, basic energy production is fine. I'm going to change the icon here to kinetic dynamo because I think that is a better looking icon. And then, hang on, do I even have... I don't even have anything written for these two yet. I should fix that. Also, let me make sure... Yep, you use iron and you use steel. Beautiful. I created these really quickly. I just want to go over these. These actually are observe quests that make sure you look at a blast furnace or coke oven's like dummy tile entity. That way I know that you formed it. I can also just check the advancement, but what fun is that? How expensive is an engineer's toolbox, actually? They're not that expensive, right? Yeah, no, that's definitely worthy of being a free gift. I don't have a problem with that. I don't like to give a lot of free gifts. I mostly enjoy giving experience, but better safe than sorry sometimes. Okay, so let's talk about coking. So coking... as you continue to pursue better means of creating steel, because that is going to be very important. Sure. You discover, let's see, oh, hey, this is actually like really perfect. This is a really good diagram. I was looking for something like this that quickly explained it so that I could just kind of talk about it, but this is like really, really good. Hot dingus. You discover that you can, let's see. I didn't know about sintering though. That's interesting. I don't like that format. Is the first of these two outputs. Sorry, I think my... Good grief, my song player just had a full conniption. We're gonna just restart you. You're having a bad day. Woof. Okay, let's come back over here. Turn that on and off. Did you just die? What happened? I thoroughly believe that Cider just died. Which would be really annoying. Okay, I have a way around this, but it's not pretty. I think Apple's API just died. It's been having a hard time lately, and I think it has just perished. I'm going to see if Cider is going to behave again, because it seems like I'm able to log in now. I'm wondering if their API just died. It really feels that way. Hey, there we go. Yeah, that wasn't even Cider. That was outright just Apple's API being stupid. Sorry, y'all. I apologize for the distraction. I just get easily bothered when music is like being weird. Is the first of these two outputs, which can be used to finish and treat wooden planks to make them more weatherproof and able to withstand greater wear and tear. Is the second output, which is quite similar to its former self, except burned at a significantly higher heat and for a longer duration. This makes it both useful as a standard furnace fuel, now for twice as long, or, more importantly, suitable is a suitable fuel for a blast furnace. Give you some experience. I'm thinking probably 8 and 12. We'll do the same thing here, actually. Experience. Eight and 12. There we go. And so now we're going to reset your progress, by the way. I don't want that. We need to discuss... We need to save. First of all, you guys know how I am with that now. We need to save... Or write out something for the blast furnace. Oh, you know what? We should put a page break. And to form a coke oven, place all 27 coke brick in a 3x3x3. Then use your engineer's hammer on the front and center of the structure to perfect. And you know what? We will do the same thing. We're going to do... Apple's API is having such a bad time right now, and it is incredibly obnoxious. Oh, don't make me use pretzel. I'm not going to use pretzel. I actually don't know what I'm going to do for music if this doesn't work. I actually do know what I can do for music if this doesn't work. Well, you know, it would be very nice if you didn't blast music. Okay, so Cider, you're going to go away for now. And we're going to listen. This is a little loud. We're going to listen to some game chops, but on YouTube. Because that's 100% of what that playlist consists of anyway. to reinforce and harden metal into its much superior steel form. I think that works. Taking the coal coke. You know what? Let's do this. Let's grab you, copy ID, coal coke. A process of creating coal coke has been, can be found in great detail here. And we will link quest ID. Once you get A, actually, you know what? I was really excited to try out Alex's Caves, but I've had a lot of really bad terrain gen incompatibilities and lag with it. Oh boy, all the questions starting at once. Yeah, so keeping on with the Alex's Cave thing, I was able to get it to generate once or twice, get the cave biomes to generate once or twice, but I did not get them to generate significantly often enough. I know they're supposed to be rare, but I was not able to find any in a survival world within like a 20,000 block radius of spawn. And it is a known incompatibility with Terra Blender, I believe, if I remember correctly. I looked into this like a seizure ago, so I don't fully remember. To be honest, some of my memory is a little bit baked from the last seizure. I mean, every seizure does one. So I want to say that that is an incompatibility that probably hasn't been fixed yet. And at this point, I don't want to, like, I think it's a cool mod and I'm excited to play with it, but I haven't been able to find a place for it in this pack. Did I say Terra Blender? I meant, Tectonic. Sorry, not Terra Blender, Tectonic. We also have Terra Blender. Terra Blender usually fixes things, but Tectonic is what actually uses Terra Blender to do the biome placement for things like regions unexplored and a lot of the structures. Sorry, I got my T world generation mod names confused. Luke, yes, last Saturday I started a new Terraria world. We played it for like 3 hours. I want to get done with the immersive engineering chapter tonight. If I can get done with it tonight, if we can be on track, if my ADHD ass self can stay on track, we'll pick up Terraria and whenever we're done with the immersive engineering quest chapter. Just gotta stay on track because it's me and I really struggle. For example, Apple Music's API died, so I had to go find music somewhere else that wasn't Pretzel Music, because Pretzel's music is bad, costs money, and is just really invasive, intrusive, and annoying as all hell, to be completely honest. Anyways, let's see. Unfortunately, some of the material in the process of burning the coal coke at such high heat, some of the excess material impurities in both the iron and coke Oh, yeah, like if you do it right, if you like really over prepare yourself, you'll be good. It's just you got to. You have to. I wish there was a brown. I gotta be honest with you. I wish there was brown. I need brown. Gold is not brown. I need brown. Luke is playing RimWorld. Wow. Spoilers. We'll do 2, sure. Yeah, my Steam is still open from something. Wallpaper Engine. I don't need that to be open anymore. I was trying Wallpaper Engine out again, and then I remembered that I'm too weird to do Wallpaper Engine, because it has to be high refresh rate. It has to be, or sorry, high resolution. It has to be just overall. It is. I'm weird. Sorry. Has to be high resolution. I like it to already look good. Usually they don't by default. A lot of times. Wait, hang on. What? Oh, why is this here? Into its much superior steel form. I think that's why we keep on having formatting issues. There. I think those are 2 perfectly reasonable quest chapters, or quest items for Coke Oven and thing. Blast Furnace. Gosh, where's my brain? What is happening? As previously brought up, the creosote byproduct. Oil made as a byproduct during the coking process. I should highlight this in an important color because it is the topic of choice. I should spell coking correctly. During the coking process, can be used to treat and finish wooden planks to Make them more durable, weather resistant, and capable of use in many light and heavy duty machineries. This is like a small experience gift. You will get like 4 to 8. Not really that big of a deal. By harnessing, by combining the rigidity and durability of steel with the versatility and with the, actually, you know what? I need to stop doing the itties and itty, like, with the pliability of treated wood. Again, could really use an orange color here, or a brown color. But that's okay, we'll live. You discovered that you can fashion together either a windmill or a water wheel. Either of which will produce rotational energy that can be harnessed through a kinetic dynamo to produce flux. You know what? I didn't mean for that, but that's fine. Produce flux.
Narrator off.
I need this to be as ugly as possible. How to interconnect our sources from provider, from a power, from an energy provider, providers to energy consumers. Perfect. I'm almost definitely going to see this. The only thing I can do to make this better is if I were to do, instead of doing 1, 2, wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elemental 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and R. I'm actually not sure why that's not showing up. Oh, and you know what? This was meant to be either a windmill or a water wheel. Oh, both of these were the wrong one. So these were both N. Now this will be a 12 to 24. This guy's driving me nuts. You don't have anything good, so get... Right, I don't have room for more leather. Whoops. They aren't usually that bad, but when you're just AFK trying to do quests and you're actually sitting at your computer thinking and listening to it in the background, that is actually mind-numbingly annoying. It's like really frustrating. Can't stand it. Now, I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite little tricks, one of my secrets that I've used in a couple of instances now. I don't know if anyone's caught on yet. But there are some machines or some items, specifically the crusher. You don't craft a crusher, you form a crusher. But you can actually obtain them in item form for the sake of whatever the heck you want to do using JEI. So just hover over these machine slot previews, and if you just go into cheat mode, you can give them to yourself once you've gone into, once you bookmark them. And then, yeah, they actually are apparently just the full tile entity name as well, so it's just fermenter. But this is the easy way, my easy way of doing it. And then what I really like is that you can do this, and then once you are done, just if you need an icon, for example, like these, this icon here is like the full 3x3x3 coke oven. So as I get into my next round of quest chapters, which are the crusher, I'll just pull an item from my inventory. Well, actually, I won't, but I guess I can. And then I'll just go here and manually specify the crusher from my inventory. What I really want is to observe the dummy crusher, I guess. I don't know. Maybe? Probably? This is going to be a pain. Maybe I should just leave you to use the... Like, I can try to explain these to you, but honestly, the book does a great job of explaining it to you as well. I might just tell you, hey, yo, you're going to need a Duraplast block. Quick edit properties. Doesn't have what I'm looking for. 1.5? Probably good enough. And then... Okay, I do actually really enjoy that shape. Because once you get your Duraplast, which requires you to do a full tour of IE, basically. Once you've gotten your Duraplast, you use the Duraplast to make a steel casing from Mechanism. And steel casings are used for every single machine. One change I did yesterday before I started streaming was the Metallurgic Infuser infuse types. I removed all of the easy ones. You can't put redstone dust anymore. You can't put carbon anymore. You have to enrich everything before you can put it through. I've always thought that that was a little too easy, especially for a pack where I'm letting you have access to all of Mechanism. I'm not shutting anything off. And Mechanism is fun, don't get me wrong. But in a pack where you've really had to build up this infrastructure, sometimes it gets a little bit too easy, I fear. So yeah, I thought this was an easy-ish thing to kind of be like, yo, you're just, all you have to do is make this. This isn't the worst thing. I think I've already discussed how most machines and most devices that have batteries will use transistors and resistors where appropriate. I don't regret this decision in the slightest bit. Finished PCBs are now used in a couple more places now too. As mentioned, the mechanical components are used there. Oh, I did make that change with the redstone bulb. I found one later and just deleted it to make up for the red glass that I'd used in place of it. Let's see. You can use them to make steel components a little cheaper later. But yeah, most of the Mechanism machines, like, Mechanism really likes to piggyback off of itself and be like, hey, great, you made the thing. That makes making more of the thing a lot easier. So I wanted to make it a little bit less simplistic like that, I guess. So yeah. As for what magic mods are in the pack, there are 4 big ones. There's 4 big magic mods and 4 big tech mods. So Eidolon is where you will start, and then there's the Aether, which unlocks Embers or unlocks Blood Magic. And then once you get all the way through most of Blood Magic, honestly, you finally can get into Embers with the Tinker's Hammer, requiring that Hellforged ingot and some pewter. There are a few smaller magic techie combo mods, but not like ones that add anything big. In fact, I can't really think of any great examples off the top of my head. A lot of Aether add-ons, though, I will say. Airwhale Saddle, hello? Deep Aether got an update, so I don't know about this one. I've organized JEI to sort of walk you through your order progression as well. So you'll start with, of course, vanilla. And then you have all your decoration and vanilla plus mods. So you immediately start with Architect's Palette, Quark, Comforts, Connected Glass, Decorative Blocks, the Universal Sawmill. Then you get into Quark, which is sort of multi-purpose. Every Compat, which is several pages of stuff. Framed blocks, framed storage drawers, I think should probably be in here pretty soon after. Oh, I know, actually, they're somewhere else. Handcrafted labels, Macaw's bridges, CFM, more Quark. I think this is actually Quark. I think the other ones were Quark compatibility blocks, my bad. Then you have Quark Rechiseled. Regions Unexplored has a lot of good stuff in it, which is always nice to see. Supplementaries, and then you get into Outer End. Then you get into Twigs. Then you have... Am I forgetting any? No. Then you have storage. So you have backpacks, you have expanded storage, you have storage drawers, you have frame storage drawers, you have cooking. All things cooking. You have a couple of basic mob mods. Naturalist, Enderman Overhaul, Creeper Overhaul. And then you get right into Ecologics. I forgot about Ecologics, actually. Completely forgot about Ecologics. And then Spawn. Forgot about Spawn. And then you finally get into your first magic mod, which is Eidolon. And then you go Eidolon, Aether plus add-ons, Blood Magic, Embers, Create plus add-ons, plus things you unlock at a create time. These are all creaty things. Then you have Immersive. No, sorry, Pneumatic Craft should come next. It did. Then you have Immersive. Then you have Mechanism and AE. And Fiend. Look at these goblins. What are you gonna do? I literally had an infinite farm for you guys. Had. Past tense. Anyways, so yeah, that's sort of the plan. I wanted to possibly do more magic mods, but I didn't want to bloat the pack so much that you were just... I didn't want to make it... I had a hard time coming up with more magic mods to add that didn't bloat the progression into tech so late into the game that I either had to compensate with more tech, or you just... At that point, you've just divided what would normally be a nice smooth progression into a really long gradient. I felt like this was a comfortable amount of time to spend. Like, I mean, honestly, we've been playing in this world for 2.5 months, almost 3 months, and it's been great. It's been a lot of fun to just kind of work on recipe balance and quests and stuff. But a lot of time that I've spent in here has just been following along with progression. All right, why don't we do this? Why don't we, so let's see, let's back all the way up to you and you. We'll keep backing these things up. Creosote is a dead end, so we don't have to keep forking more and more creosote. We know how to make. We've already discussed that. that could technically be all of it, and then just leave it to you to figure out how to research. Because again, I could sit here and write about it all day long, but I'm just going to be spitting out facts that I've learned over time that might be outdated, that you might be able to find a better source of information from the book. And if I regret that decision, I can just change it later. Now, you have a dependency, right? Yes. So, let's see. Hide details invisible until complete. Hide quest until dependencies are visible. There we go. And so now, in theory, if I'm not in edit mode, we'll only see this, which is exactly what I want for this. And then mechanism doesn't have properly formed things yet, so I need to do that. We don't need to give you this anymore. This can go away. And this one will just be a small gift of like, I don't know, 12 to 20. I'm going to take a quick break to go run to the restroom and get a beverage and some medicine, actually. I'm realizing I probably need. I will be right back. Okay. So first of all, this image is way too big. 5. Ah, you know what? I should have said 5. Bingo. Perfect. It is forever going to irritate me that this is not centered. Are you a 0, 0? You are. Okay. Well, that's fine. Perfect. Duraplast is a great place to start. Delightful. Should we... Are we down for Terraria, or do we want to play test some more? It feels like so long since we did Eidolon stuff. It's actually really bizarre. Like, we do Eidolon stuff all the time, but it's different now. Because we just use certain parts of it. We don't do the praying stuff anymore. Which is really nice. Oh, I don't... I don't need these anymore. Whoo lordy. Well, I'm going to kill time until 9 o'clock Central. So 2 more minutes. And then if no one has said one way or another in chat, then I'm going to go play Terraria. With y'all, of course. We didn't get that far in our little stream world last weekend. And I've been doing a ton of pack dev lately, and I'm really tired. I got rid of the other Ash variant from Embers, by the way. It's now just the one Ash used across the board, made across the board. Isn't there? Yeah, this one with the Aspectuses for the Soul Sand. It all worked out. I realized that it was cool that there was support for both ashes, but there was not need for 2 different kinds of ash. If there was if it was blank ash, if it was, you know, dwarven ash or spectral ash, something important to that ash, if it was a special type, then of course, but it wasn't. So if we take a look at immersive real quick, let's get one of these guys real quick, and one of these, and get this quest done, get the toolbox, and then I guess Looks like we're going to be playing some... looks like we're going to be playing some Terraria. Now, this is awesome because it is a right-click use, which means it might actually replace this toolbox because I keep struggling with this one a little bit. And I think we could probably put a lot of things in here. Ooh, I think that voided my items. That definitely voided my items. Cool. What a good time to just take a break. Anything, except specifically things that you aren't supposed to have, like wire cutters. Can't forget the snips. What else did I have in... What was in here that I am now missing? Oh, okay, that one's not a big deal. I've got that. Everything else is fine. Just frustrating. I need to blacklist this from sorting. What is the in sorter? Blacklist add immersive engineer. Oh, this is really nice actually, and that would be the toolbox. And toolbox. Heck yeah. Okay, now is that... Did that make a file somewhere? I don't think that made a file anywhere. Oh, you know what? That would be in my... I bet that's in my server. I bet you money that made a server folder, server config change somewhere. Server config, inventory sorter, blacklist. There it is. Okay, let's go play some Terraria.